Hey Anthony, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out and spoke with you the other day, promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you could do to really maximize your traffic online. So with that, let me get started. The one thing I noticed is that you're doing pretty well, specifically in Fort Myers. You're number one for quite a few keywords, and you're getting quite a bit of traffic for water damage in Fort Myers. So there's not much there. I would say that you can definitely improve upon. The one thing I would say though, looking through the site, and it's a very simple site, a one-page site, which you don't see very often, but you do have a lot of content. The one thing I would say is that it might be beneficial for you to have, uh, either create another website or to have location pages for areas like Cape Coral or Naples or other areas in which you might potentially work, just so that you can pull some traffic from there too. Because as it is, you're pretty limited in the fact that you're only getting volume in Fort Myers. So if you did want to expand, if you did want to go into Cape Coral or Naples, you might want to think about either adding another site or adding back pages to this that would be location specific. So, one or one for whatever areas in which you potentially work. So that would be my first tip, is to potentially add location pages where you can build out and get some volume there. My second tip, usually revolves around giving yourself a few options to get seen, but you're doing a great job there. As you can see, you're number one here in the local ads. You are number one in the map pack, so you're doing good, and organically for this particular keyword. So you're doing a great job there. I would potentially run ads, and Google ads. You might be running those as well. They just don't show up. But Google ads are a great way to be seen, and you have a lot more control over them than the local ads. They don't convert as high as a level, but they do get a lot of impressions and people do click on them, and it's just another way to convert. So you might be running ads and they might not show up where I'm at, which is fine. But if you're not running ads, that's another way to be seen, because essentially if you're here, if you're here, if you're here, and if you're here, you're going to pull as much traffic as you can. And you can do that for any keywords. You can do that for other areas, Cape Coral, Naples. If you were to expand to those areas and really focus on those areas, I would get an address in Google Business Profiles in both those locations, just because these are more location specific now more than ever. So building these out in that area will definitely help in you ranking in those areas. So that would be my second tip. My third tip would just be to continue to build up the strength of your site. While you're doing well, your site isn't super strong, you could definitely add to it and just make sure that you're on top by adding referring domains and backlinks. And again, with those location pages, starting to rank those location pages, you should see more traffic. You should see growth in your site. So you're doing a great job. You're doing a lot of good things. This is just nitpicking and trying to find a couple of ways in which you can improve. But a lot of the things that you're doing now are obviously working, and you're doing a great job. So I hope these things have been a little bit helpful. I hope my audit of your site and your and what you're doing online has been helpful. But with that, have a great day and God bless. Thank you.